Howdy folks, it is Dr. Lane back again with a 2022 Peaks Challenge Falls Creek training video. This video, I am up at beautiful sunny Falls Creek with a good friend Paul Van Der Ploeg. Paul is the face of Ride High Country and he is also a local. So I've got him on board to try and run us through all the reasons why we think you guys should come up here for either a pre-Peaks Challenge little camp or even after Peaks Challenge, hang around for a little while and see the area.
Yeah, so we're going for a training ride today, but Falls Creek in summer is absolutely amazing, mate.
It is. I've been up here plenty of times, and look, a lot of people base themselves in Bright or down the valley, but definitely up on top of the hill has its perks.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do the peaks, there's no reason why you shouldn't come here before the event, and you can actually ride on the roads that you'll be doing the event on.
Yep, course specific, see the course, see the falls descent. You can go right out the back and see the back of falls. Tell me a little bit about, I know around Christmas, New Year's time it gets pretty busy up here with like running crews come up and cycling crews and just families coming up. What's the accommodation options we've got up on the mountain here?
Yeah, so in January the summer is booming and there's cafes, restaurants, heaps of accommodation options. So if you're coming up with your mates, you can book in at a lodge, which is pretty cheap and happy, and everyone sort of hangs out, cooks together and very chill. But then you can also have more boutique stuff. So if I was coming up with Chloe, I'd go and stay at a hotel and have a nice comfortable bed.
QV is the main one in town?
There's QT Resort,
QT, yeah.
And then there's other places that offer sort of like that mid to upper end accommodation, but then yeah, the lodges are so cheap, they're like $50 a head or something.
And is there
night.
a special place online we can look all that stuff up through there somewhere?
You can book through the Falls Creek Resort website, so there's heaps of options, but it's so good in summer because sometimes down in the valley it's 40 degrees and then up here it's 30 degrees, so way better climate for training in summer. If you've been in the northeast, sometimes you get a whole week and it's roasting, but up here it's paradise, and the views are so good.
It's all about the views, it's all about the weather. I think specific as well, we're at altitude, good for getting you a little bit fitter. If you can time it right, come up here for a week and you'll go home feeling faster a week later.
Oh, you'll be breathing heavy on the first few rides.
May as well get used to it because you'll be breathing heavy going around that Peaks course up the back of Hotham. All right folks, we might finish our breakfast and then we're going to take you on a little tour of the area and show you how beautiful this place can really be. So we're on the road. How good's this sun, mate?
Yes, it's pretty cool. I'm not super warm, I'd like to say. Wish I had a vest like you.
That is the thing about Falls Creek, you never really know what to expect, do you?
No, the weather changes quickly up here in the Alpine, but it's also stunning on days like today with the views.
It is all about the views up here, it's amazing. So the accommodation's just back behind us. We're now heading out towards WTF Corner over the top of the high plain. What's this road called?
Bogon High Plains Road, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm already breathing a lot heavier than I thought I would.
I can hear you breathing. Talking and riding is never easy, is it?
Then do it at altitude and you get the full cocktail.
Yeah, well, if we do it enough, maybe we'll get fitter up at altitude.
Yes, I mean, as you taught me from my days at university, the adaptations from altitude, second to none, really.
Can't go past a bit of altitude training. Look at this view, mate. Going across the dam. This is a dam?
This is Rocky Valley Dam Wall, and we're just heading out of the resort on the Bogon High Plains Road.
And we're like opposite direction, but a K from the finish line back around here.
Yeah, so it's perfect if you're up here training for peaks because you can go and see the start with the descent off Falls Creek, or you can see the finish. And what people don't usually realise is it's really nice and flat up here, so it's perfect training.
Yeah, there's a good sort of nearly, 60 Ks of relatively flat riding, isn't there?
Yeah, so you get a few hours of really nice quality riding around the Rocky Valley Dam here. Takes you all the way out to the descent into the Omeo sort of valley.
Down to WTF Corner, yep.
That's right, and you can choose to do just like a cruisy flat ride, or you can challenge yourself and do the backside of Falls Creek.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so this is like on the Saturday before Peaks Challenge, you see a lot of people out here just doing their little shakedown leg opener ride. They just ride around the dam to where it starts dropping down the climb. And that's, you know, there and back is a good, you know, it's a 2-hour ride.
Yep.
It's if you're just cruising along.
And I guess if you're coming up here in summer over January or whenever, there's heaps of other riding you can do. So there's gravel riding, about 150 kilometres of gravel riding up on the high plains, and then there's 40 kilometres of specific mountain bike single track winding through the resort.
So you can bring your gravel bike, your road bike, the kids' bikes. It's good for kids up here as well. There's some options for that, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a green trail that takes you from the summit of Falls Creek all the way down to Howman's Gap.
Yep.
Called the Green Line, and that's just fantastic if you want to do a bit of beginner mountain biking.
Yeah, nice. That's my style of mountain biking, I think.
Well, there's also the black trails for the gnarly people who want to just challenge themselves.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so there's plenty of options, even if you're up on top of the mountain.
Absolutely.
And look at it. You get the views. It's all about the views. And that very cold looking dam.
Go for a recovery swim afterwards.
Yeah.
It's popular with the runners in summer, so a lot of people come up here, do their altitude training, triathletes, running groups, and that's because it's just a bit of paradise, mate.
It is paradise. This weather is mint.
Oh, we're very lucky today. It's not always this good, by the way.
It's always this good.
Pack your warm clothes, even in summer, I think is a good tip.
Yeah, and look, it's a good point actually, because if you do come up here, you get to experience the changes in weather.
It can change quick too, so...
If you're down in Brighton, even if you drive up for the day or ride up and someone comes and picks you up at the top, you kind of need to know that you got to pack something a bit warmer sometimes.
Always have
and that's very applicable to Peaks Challenge itself, because you can get 4 seasons in one day because it's such a big loop.
A few years ago when that huge storm rolled in late in the day, people got caught out. You need to have the full rain jacket always on hand.
Yeah.
A day in paradise.
Thanks, mate. I've had a ripper of a day. Thank you for showing me around.
Oh, I've had a ripper of a day too. Had a great coffee at the start, out on the high plains.
Lots of sunshine. I think I'm going to go back up to my accommodation now and have a snooze.
Well, I think I might sneak in a couple of laps on the mountain bike.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
Well, I might do that tomorrow. Actually, I might go on the mountain bike tomorrow. But so there's plenty of options. We might go out for dinner tonight. Well, folks, I'm glad I got to take you on this journey with us today. The purpose of the video was to kind of show you what Falls Creek has to offer and what the high country has to offer.
A lot is the answer.
There's a lot to do. I would suggest if you can, jump online, see what accommodation is available, come up for a training camp pre-Peaks Challenge, maybe even, stay for a couple of days or a week or so afterwards. There's plenty to do up here. We're all about encouraging tourism to the area. So, hopefully I'll see you up here. I'm up here in 2 weeks' time before Chrissy. If you're here, I might see you on the road. Until the next video, ride safe.
Cheers, guys. See you soon in the high country.